Hello, church, and welcome to the Midweek Pastor's Update for Wednesday, June 30th, 2021. Here I am sitting in my backyard on a beautiful day, but I'm smelling, for one of the first times, at least that I'm really noticing in this way, some type of fire burning in our vicinity. And we've all been well aware and have been warned, I suppose, that this is potentially going to be one of those really active fire seasons. It's certainly shaping up to be. So I hope all of you have the supplies that you need, generators, flashlights, all that stuff, And I want to say we don't have a definitive plan in place yet, but in the past, if there are power outages related to the fires and the church has its power, we will make sure to let you know so that some of you can come up to do the simple things like charging phones, getting some water, that kind of thing. Just getting some basic needs taken care of in the event that we have to go through the cycling of power and the loss of power, to sort of mitigate some of the fire risk and the potential damage. So I hope you're all just where you need to be, and if you're not yet, as far as well stocked and supplied, I hope you take some time to go do an inventory and of what you have, and then take care of it, or reach out. If there's some way that we can help as a church with helping. Bringing someone to a store, maybe we can probably work through a lot of different things. I'm not volunteering any specific people for that, but I know that there are many who would help out in that sort of a situation. So we last week in our worship service, I think it was the first time that we tried doing Facebook Live. So not only are we doing live worship service where you can actually show up in person, but we're doing it Facebook Live, so you can watch live from wherever you are. And we also are still recording it, so you can watch anytime afterwards. So, all in all, we hope that these different varieties of ways of reaching out to you meets your, spiritual need or inclination. Ideally, we'd love to see you back in church. There's something about being together. And I do hope that over time, this summer and into the fall, a number of you will keep coming or start coming back. You're missed. But in the meantime, or nonetheless, we'll continue to do those different varieties of worship service presentations. Coming up on July 12th, at 12:30 is our next opportunity to support the Rock Creek Elementary School in partnership with the Auburn Presbyterian Church. We'll be collecting all sorts of goods, dry goods, fresh goods from this list. You've seen it before, but it's important to take a look at it again and write down some things, collect some things now between now and the 12th. We've figured that if you're going to buy early, get the dry goods. If you can wait until the last minute and say the day before, so maybe the Saturday and the Sunday before the 12th, drop stuff up at the church. If it's fresh, that's the way to do the fresh food stuff, because it won't stay, obviously. The 12th, which is a Monday, 11:30 will be sort of the sorting time over at Auburn Presbyterian, and then 12:30 is the distribution time over at Rock Creek School. We would love to have a couple volunteers. If you're available on Monday the 12th, please do get in touch with me by text or send an email to the church office, and we'll make sure to get in touch with you. It's a lot of fun. This will be our third month, maybe fourth. I think it's our third month doing this. And they have a summer school program, so the need is still there, and it's just a lot of my sons came with me last time, and one of the things Wyatt said to me at the end, because when we got there, he was initially like, how long are we going to do this? Do we really have to do this? But by the end, he said, it really feels good to help someone else. And that's it. That's it. It feels good to help someone else. And I'm saying this to you who are watching this and you're being a part of this congregation, I am reminded all the time at how much you do help. Reaching out to your neighbor here locally, doing things like the blanket appeal that we did this past Sunday for Church World Service. I was told that our target was about $300 in support of blankets. They're $10 each, so roughly 30 blankets. But no, we raised at this point $550 to support that effort. It's just wonderful. And I want to say thank you to all of you who donated. And if you haven't donated yet, you still can. Why not? Send a check in for $10. Make it out to the First Congregational Church of Auburn so that we can kind of, gather it all and just put in the memo line, CWS, that's for Church World Service, blanket appeal. And we'll just write it all in one check. I know a lot's been done. Hey, if we've already sent out the check by the time you send yours in, we'll send another check, because Church World Service, they can use it whenever we send it and in whatever amounts we send it. So I would say if you haven't done it yet and you want to, it's never too late. Never too late. Send it to the church, make it out to the church, and put Church World Service blanket appeal in the memo line. We have started up again our next series of radio shows related to the State Theater. The first one was on June 26th. That was Saturday. And it was awesome. I didn't get to go because we were at a wedding, which was also awesome. But I heard great things, and it's inside. Oh, it's wonderful. So you can breathe fresh air. You can breathe cool air. For the time being, we have kind of been putting out there to folks to bring your own chairs, just to save on the Gino or the custodian from having to pick up. But we've also discussed the reality that as long as people put their chairs back, you all from the church, you know the deal. Just you can come, and if you don't have a chair that you want to bring, or if you forget one, there's stacks of those black chairs all around, at the side there of Overmiller. Just use one of those and put them back at the end. The next show will be July 10th, so that is coming up. That's next Saturday at 7 p.m., and that's in Overmiller. No charge. There is a donation asked for. If you've been to these before, you know the deal. All new shows. Bring your own food and beverage and just come ready to have a great time, because it's just a fun, easy way to get out and enjoy some entertainment and some local talent who are involved with the local theater. So next one's July 10th, 7 p.m. Let's see, what else do we need to talk about? I think that's just about it. Sometimes I sit down for these things and I've got a whole list of things I want to say, and other times, like today, it just sort of is all bubbling up, and I hope I get to it, but I'm just in this place of, if I didn't get to it, and if it's urgent, we'll make sure you know. But I just want to say, friends, thank you for watching this. I know I've been doing this now for more than a year, and it's sort of become a part of my routine. And for some of you, it's become a part of your routine, and I really appreciate that, because it's just such a simple way of communicating some of the stuff that comes up that previously we've just waited to talk about on Sunday. I don't know. But we don't need to do that. We can do it now. We can do it on Wednesday or Thursday or whenever. So anyway, I want to thank you for continuing to watch these. And as we continue into the summer, keep watching, both for the updates related to Sunday and then any other important information, as things change weather-wise. And like I said, with the fire situation, we could use this as a means of trying to communicate at various times. I understand it might be hard, since you've got to have power to be able to watch this, but I'm I'm just using it as one more means. So friends, that that sums it up for me for today, for now. I hope each one of you is well. And I hope until the next time that we see each other, that each one of you is held in the peace and the love of Christ. Amen.